we know when we have the ball, we know the challenge, we know the level we have to get to in the coming weeks, months and years in Italian rugby, but we know we've started a process that I think everyone can see is doing the right things, and we have a lot to do. But when you see the impact that some of the guys are having, the way they're trying to play, the numbers that we'll have coming back into this squad over the coming months, and then the competition that will bring, but we're about the here and now, and I'm disappointed because if we had held the ball, we know that we've got players who can cause damage, and they showed that today. But then a huge amount of credit. You know, I could sit here and say Gulo Palazzani, our ball was slow at the base of a ruck. I nearly had to carry him off a plane on Wednesday when we got here. He was so ill, and then we lose Tito before the kick-off, and Gulo, he got up to say, Gulo, 80 minutes please. Thank you very much, get to the breakdown quickly. So to have that sort of character in a person, people from the outside don't see that, and it's not an alibi, it's not an excuse, it's a fact. But you can't buy heart like that. You actually can't. So people say, why didn't we move the ball quicker from the breakdown? And I'm looking going, wow, what a kid that fella is to have done that for his country today, because we had nothing else. We had no other option to go, and he went the full 80. But we know that we'll dust ourselves down, like we always say, look ahead. I can't wait for next week already. What gives me energy always to come back out fighting with these guys is the energy I see in them, and we know it's the biggest war you could ever have, and we're at the front line fighting the whole time, fighting fights some people don't think we can win, but we will.
As captain, every time it's important to, when you play 80 minutes, you can't play and, just when you see the score is gone, you can't just release and leave, and maybe leave Scotland, maybe score another free try, so you can still fighting and keep the ball. And the good thing is we keep the ball, and we score tries, and 2 tries we score from receiving a kick-off from our 22, just keeping the ball and play. So obviously it's a shame because it's at the end of the game. The result was done, but was good for the team, for the spirit of the team to finish well. And we must to, next week against Wales, we must to go in on this game against Wales, on the game against Wales with this attitude to keep the ball, and don't leave them all the possession, because today we saw against Scotland when give a lot of possession and you defend. Well, it's tough. Some moments you concede tries.